So here's a question that surprises a lot of new axolotl owners. Can axolotls actually breathe air like other amphibians? They've got those fluffy, feather-like gills that make them look like underwater aliens. But do they ever come up for a breath? Or can they spend their whole lives underwater without ever taking one? Well, the truth is way cooler and a little bit weirder than you might think. Welcome back to Spot On Pet Life. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more axolotl facts, care tips, and stories about Pharaoh, Mario, and Cecilia. Part 1. The Amphibian Expectation. When most people think amphibian, they think of frogs, cute little jumpers that live both in water and on land. Frogs start life with gills, just like axolotls, but later develop lungs and hop off into the world. Axolotls, though, they're rebels. They decided, nah, we're staying underwater forever. They belong to the same family as salamanders, but they keep their juvenile traits for life, a condition called neoteny. That means they never go through full metamorphosis like other amphibians. They keep their gills, tails, and aquatic lifestyle forever. Part 2. The 3 ways axolotls breathe. So how do they actually get oxygen if they never leave the water? Here's the fascinating part. Axolotls breathe in 3 different ways. 1. Through their gills. Those fluffy, feather-like gills aren't just for looks. They're filled with delicate capillaries that extract oxygen directly from the water. You might notice your axolotl fanning their gills. It's not just cute, it's functional. They do it to move water around and get more oxygen flowing past those filaments. When water quality and temperature are good, the gills handle most of the work. 2. Through their skin. Yep, axolotls actually breathe through their skin. Like other amphibians, their skin is semi-permeable, allowing gas exchange between oxygen and carbon dioxide. This is why keeping your water clean is so important. If the skin is covered in waste or biofilm, it literally makes it harder for them to breathe. Their skin needs that direct contact with clean, oxygenated water. And 3, through their lungs. And yes, they do have lungs. Small and simple ones, but they work. Every so often, you might see your axolotl zoom to the surface, gulp air, and sink back down like a little submarine. That's them using their lungs, kind of a backup system when oxygen levels in the water drop. Pharaoh does it often after a long nap or a big meal. Cecilia, on the other hand, almost never goes up for air. She's perfectly happy relying on her gills. Part 4. Why do they need all 3? You might be thinking, why bother having 3 different ways to breathe? Isn't that overkill? Well, that's the beauty of evolution. Axolotls are designed for survival. Each breathing method works best under different conditions. Gills handle oxygen in the water. Skin helps when oxygen is low. Lungs kick in if the water quality or temperature changes. This triple system means they can adapt quickly, something few other creatures can do. Part 5. What happens when oxygen runs low? Let's say your tank has poor water movement, or the temperature rises above 22 degrees Celsius, or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm water holds less oxygen, and your axolotl will start using its lungs more often. You'll see them going up for air repeatedly. It's not cute at that point, it's a warning sign. That's when you need to check your water parameters and make sure your filter or bubbler is providing enough aeration. Fun fact, axolotls can survive for quite a while even in low oxygen conditions thanks to those lungs, but they'll be stressed. Chronic stress weakens their immune system and can lead to fungus infections or other issues. Part 5. The axolotl yawn. One of my favorite things they do is the famous axolotl yawn. It's when they open their mouth wide like they're letting out a huge sigh. Sometimes people think it's them taking a breath, but it's actually a way to refresh water flow over their gills, basically a little oxygen reset. So if you catch your axolotl yawning, don't worry, they're not bored, they're just breathing in style. Part 6. The rare metamorphosis. Now, here's a wild twist. While axolotls are famous for never leaving the water, there are rare cases where they actually do. It's called metamorphosis, and it can happen naturally, though rarely, or when triggered by environmental stress or hormones. When it happens, the axolotl's gills shrink, their skin thickens, and their lungs become the main breathing system, basically turning them into a terrestrial salamander. But this process is risky and not something to ever attempt artificially. Captive-bred axolotls aren't built for life on land. For most of them, staying underwater is what keeps them healthy and happy. Part 7. How to help them breathe better. Here's a few ways you can make breathing easier for your axolotls. Keep your water cool, under 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. Use a gentle filter or air stone to keep oxygen levels high. Avoid strong currents, they stress axolotls and can damage gills. Clean your tank regularly. Dirty water equals clogged skin equals poor breathing. And remember, occasional surface gulps are normal. Constant ones are not. Part 8. Why it's so fascinating. What's really incredible is how axolotls manage to do all this without needing land. Most amphibians split their lives between water and air, but axolotls are like, why leave the spa? They found the perfect balance: gills for water, lungs for emergencies, skin for everything in between. That flexibility is one of the reasons scientists are obsessed with them. They might look simple, but their biology is one of the most adaptable in the animal kingdom. So there you go. Axolotls can breathe air, but not in the way most amphibians do. They've got gills, skin, and lungs all working together like a triple life support system. If you found this interesting, check out my other videos for more axolotl facts, care tips, and stories about Pharaoh, Mario, and Cecilia. And let me know in the comments, does your axolotl come up for air often, or are they more of a gill breather? If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe for more axolotl videos, and don't forget to check out my Do Axolotls Recognize Their Owners video. It's a fun one. Until next time, keep your tank cool, your worms wiggly, and your axolotls happy. See ya!